Hi there, you're watching the third lesson on essay writing. To recap, we learned how to write down a topic sentence for the body paragraph. Later on, we did brainstorming, and we found out how it is important in your brainstorming to stay on the topic. The controlling idea, better to say, in a body paragraph, and just in the current session, we want to find out how to develop the body paragraph. The controlling idea and ideas in the brainstorming in a logical order, coherently and cohesively. Let's start with a topic sentence. Many environmentalists are of the view that improving public transport might well work at the issue of air pollution as one of the major threats to environment. So it goes without saying that the topic is just the issue of air pollution. And the controlling idea is improving public transport. Keep in mind, when it comes to the issues of any type, you can discuss the causes, effects, solutions, sometimes together, causes and effects, or causes and the solutions, effects or the solutions. It's highly depend. It highly depends on the question that you're answering in any of the exams. By the way, just in this topic sentence, the controlling idea sounds to be the solution to the air pollution. So improving public transport in the topic is air pollution. So topic, air pollution, and the controlling idea is improving public transport. And if you remember, very instantly, what is supposed to be done is to do the brainstorming based on this controlling idea. And it is considered as a solution. As a solution to that problem, which is the air pollution. So what must be paid attention to when it comes to such types of controlling ideas, if remember what I told you the other lesson, is to bombarding yourself, asking yourself as many double-edged questions as possible. Why improving public transport can be a good solution to work out the issue of air pollution? How can it sort it out? What are the examples? And so on. Don't act statically. You are supposed to ask yourself dynamically. Why, how, what, example, and so on. So you need to be smart. You need just to rely on your own personal information. When it comes to the body paragraph, as I told you earlier, the first sentence is going to be what? Your topic sentence. Following the topic sentence, you put the supporting sentences. Keep in mind, when it comes to supporting sentences, it means main points. By main points, it can be just 1, 2, 3 reasons. 1, 2, 3 reasons. Reasons for what? For the controlling idea. Plus the supporting details. What do I mean by supporting details? That's quite clear that when it comes to supporting details, it means what details, what descriptions of the howness can you give here? Description, example, definition, and so on. It highly depends on your information. There is no limit. I mean, don't push yourself to have some absolute, to set some absolute ideas in your mind that for every single body paragraph, I'm supposed to have 1, 2, or three main points. No, it depends on the information. Maybe you have one main idea and that suffices. I mean, you have enough information on that main point and you can develop it as much as possible. Or 2, 3, but here is the point. In my point of view, your writing style highly depends on the target exam. When it comes to TOEFL, it seems that the examiners welcome just putting several just main points, firstly, secondly, or maybe thirdly, and then the concluding sentence. But when it comes to IELTS, the story is a little bit different. They don't like it. They don't like such kind of mechanics to come one after the other in the body paragraph. So you have to watch it out. What exam you're just getting prepared for? TOEFL? Okay, in one paragraph, the controlling idea, 2 or 3 main points. The first reason, secondly, furthermore. If it is IELTS, I strongly recommend you avoid it. It won't work. The story is really challenging for the IELTS exam. I mean, more challenging than that of TOEFL. In my point of view, the writing paragraph and paragraph development in IELTS seems to be more just struggling, challenging when it comes to IELTS exam. They're stricter, they are just hard on what you're just putting there. So avoid enumerating and just putting several main points without enough extension and development. Well, you may just insist on putting several main points. I mean, yeah, my first reason, my second reason, then you have to develop them. You should avoid making lists. And the other problem is that you need just to have a general controlling idea when it comes to developing a paragraph with several main points. So avoid it. 1 or max 2 main points idea in case you develop them very well. You know what I'm just saying? Well, so supporting sentences means main points or reasons for that controlling idea. What reasons can you give to support this claim, to prove this claim that it can work at the issue of air pollution? And supporting details for every single main point, you need just to put enough development. Do I have to put details, examples, definitions for every single main point? No. Again, your information. There might be a paragraph with no example, and reverse is true for another paragraph with no description, no howness. Just focus on developing the idea as far as possible. Let me just share with you a paragraph that has already been written. With the same topic sentence, of course. Many environmentalists are of the view that improving public transport might well work at the issue of air pollution as one of the major threats to the environment. So this is the topic sentence. Yeah, and as I already mentioned, it has to be put as the first sentence in your body paragraph when it comes to academic writing. So, and here you see the supporting sentences. So let's have a look. most working people prefer to drive on a long journey to their workplace rather than using other means like subway, blah, 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 blah. So that was the brainstorming. How just improving public transport helps to sort out the issue of air pollution? Well, one of the main causes of air pollution is driving too much. Who drive too much? People who have to just spend a long journey to their workplace. I mean, the commute every day. So what is the consequence of it? You see how I'm just asking myself frequent questions. What is the ramification, the consequence of it? Well, more traffic congestion, I mean, long rush hours, and then just the pollution. So how again, see how improving public transport, it might be a good encouragement. I mean, it might be encouraging to the just travelers to take it if they see it is modern enough and on a schedule enough to save the time. Why not? Instead of just sticking to the wheel, they can relax, read, listen, and so on. And less drive means less pollution. This is my brainstorming, but keep in mind, avoid doing brainstorming mentally. Please put it on the paper. If you just go back to the second lesson, you can just get what I'm just telling you. So put the brainstorming on the paper, just with the controlling idea in the center of attention. And it can even be done in your own mother tongue in the very beginning, that you do not master just the English very well in light of the vocabulary and the grammar. To recap, brainstorming, only the key points, not full sentences. Brainstorming, just the granted points. Don't go over different, unique ideas. They are going to assess your writing skill, not your knowledge. Brainstorming, just keep in mind that you have to stay on the topic. Not a single sentence should be just somehow beyond the shelter of the controlling idea. I know controlling idea can be just considered as just an umbrella term. It covers all the ideas supporting it. Well, when you keep reading, this sentence may grab your attention. Rich people can also afford to buy electric cars to take a step towards a cleaner living area. To the examiner, this sentence in this paragraph is really off topic. It has nothing to do with the controlling idea. Improving public transport, using electric car, it can be considered as just as an independent controlling idea. So I deliberately put this sentence here to grab your attention that you have to watch out. Every single sentence that you put in your body paragraph should be connected, related coherently and cohesively to the controlling idea and to the preceding and following sentences. So you see, what happens if I delete this highlighted sentence? Rich people can afford to buy electric cars to take a step towards a cleaner living area. It has no connection to the preceding and following sentence. So, means off topic, irrelevant, and it does affect the unity of the paragraph. It does affect the coherence of your supporting sentences. In this paragraph, I've got one single main point. What is my proof? It is that if we drive less, we can have less air pollution. So now, most working people prefer to drive on a long journey to their workplace rather than using other means like subway, buses, or taxis. Such a conceitedly growing trend definitely results in more traffic congestion and longer rush hours in metropolises and megacities where citizens, regardless of their age groups, already struggle with and suffer from air contamination. Therefore, being invoked by modernized and on a scheduled urban transportation system, travelers will probably drive less to avoid getting held up in murder traffic jams. Obviously, the biggest advantage of this remarkable achievement is cutting vehicle emissions to a noticeable extent. See, you cannot remove a single sentence from this paragraph. All of them are tightly, coherently, cohesively connected to each other. And if there's a missing sentence, out of these supporting sentences here, it seems as if there's something wrong here. So a good, coherent, and cohesive body paragraph should come with the supporting sentences that just support, the supporting sentences. They need to support each of the following or preceding sentences. That's the point about it. So, and it comes from a good brainstorming. Step one, a good controlling idea, neither broad nor narrow, and not a fact. The second step, doing a good brainstorming. Do it on a paper, on a piece of paper actually, and avoid just writing off-topic points. Of course, when you do brainstorming, let all the ideas come out. Later on at the end, you can just edit it. Just cross out those ideas which have got nothing to do with the controlling idea. So don't forget about addition at the end of your brainstorming. And then you put all the sentences together when it comes to paragraph development. Well, I hope you found it sort of good. I'm sure that practice makes perfect. You need just to do as many brainstormings as possible. If I were in your shoes, I would go over different topics, pick them, and just keep just brainstorming. That's the best way that you can master this important, significant, life-saving technique in light of essay writing. Thanks for watching. See you soon.